and welcome to today's video. If you're looking for a quick facial mask that is gonna lighten and brighten the skin and get rid of spots and blemishes from your skin while hydrating your skin, I have one such remedy for you. This is a quick and easy mask that anyone can whip up in their kitchen. Use it on your skin and you're gonna see instant result. However, if you continue to use this on a regular, you're gonna notice that it's gonna help to clear the spots and blemishes from your skin and just leave you with clear, glowing skin. So if you're interested in this remedy, come with me to the kitchen and I'll show you how to whip it up in no time. Now here are the things you're going to need to make this facial mask. You're going to need a small bowl, a strainer, a blender. You're also going to need a glass container for storing, and you're going to need some form of a stick or a spatula for stirring. The first natural ingredient that I'm going to use for this face mask is tomato, and I'm using a medium plum tomato. Now tomato help to fight cellular damage. It have anti-aging properties. It may help to remove dead skin cells. It also help to stimulate collagen production. It help to smooth skin inflammation, and it also help to reduce the risk of sunburn. Tomato also help to lighten and brighten the skin and will just leave your skin with a natural glow. So I'm gonna cut a half of a medium tomato, and since I'm going to be blending the tomato, I'm going to chop it in small pieces for easier blending. Now if you do not have a blender, not to worry, go ahead and just crush the tomato and extract the juice, or you can choose to grate the tomato. So now that my tomato is chopped, the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to be blending. So I'm placing the tomato in the blender, and do not add any water to this, just blend as is. Now take a look at our blended tomato, and the next thing that I'm going to be doing with the tomato is to strain, since I want to get rid of any lumps that might be left over from blending. Now do the same if you crush your tomato or even if you grate, because we want just the puree of the tomato, and this is the puree, which is about 2 to 3 tablespoons of tomato puree. For this recipe, guys, do not use canned tomato. We are using fresh ingredient in this remedy, so definitely fresh tomato juice. So I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon of the tomato puree, and next I'm going to introduce a second ingredient. The second ingredient is vegetable glycerine. Now if you do not have vegetable glycerine for this remedy, go ahead and use an oil of your choice. You can choose to use some olive oil, some coconut oil, or even some almond oil. Vegetable glycerine is very beneficial to the skin since it helps to lock the moisture in the skin. Vegetable glycerine also helps to soften and smooth the skin, and it is also great to boost skin complexion. It also helps to balance the skin natural pH level, and it is also gentle enough to use on sensitive skin, which makes this a wonderful ingredient in this facial mask. So I'm going to be using a half of a tablespoon of the vegetable glycerine. If you do not have vegetable glycerine, not to worry. You can choose to leave it out, or you can choose to use some aloe vera gel instead of the vegetable glycerine. And now I'm going to move on to the next ingredient, which is rose water. Rose water has anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce the redness of irritated skin. It helps to get rid of acne and eczema. It is great for a cleanser and aid in removing oil and dirt from the skin. And it is also great for hydrating the skin, leaving the skin clear and supple. So I'm going to be using a half of a tablespoon of the rose water. You can choose to use a little more if you so choose. And now we're moving on to the next ingredient, which is vitamin E oil. Now, vitamin E oil helps to prevent sign of aging. It helps to complement your skin by hydrating the skin. It also helps to reduce sun damage, and it helps to reduce the appearance of scars. It helps to moisturize the skin and leave your skin hydrated and clear. So I'm going to be using half of a teaspoon of the vitamin E oil, depending on your IU. Use your discretion with it. And now I'm just going to mix this facial mask together. So you just want to stir this mask until all of the ingredient is totally dissolved in the tomato juice. And now the facial mask is ready to use. Now, there are two ways of using this facial mask. You can choose to use it with a mask sheet. Just soak your mask sheet in the mask and apply it on your skin. Leave it on for 30 minutes. Or you can choose to take a cotton pad and you can wash your face and then you just rub this on your skin. Leave it on your skin to dry for 15 to 20 minutes and then you rinse off. This facial mask is good to use 2 to 3 times per week for best result. Always remember to cleanse the face before you apply the facial mask. Personally, for me, I like to use this facial mask with a mask sheet. Now, if you don't have a mask sheet, you can choose to use a cotton cloth or you can choose to use paper towel. Just soak it up in the products and apply it on your skin and just leave it there for 30 minutes. Rinse off with room temperature water, pat dry the skin, and apply your favorite facial toner, serum, and moisturizer. Okay guys, so this is the mask sheet, and what you're going to do, you're going to soak the mask sheet in the solution and you're going to place it over your face. Press it on your face. On the nose. You just cover your face with the mask sheet like this and you just leave it on your face to dry. Now here is a paper towel. To make it, you just cut it like this, make a mouth, and then you make 2 spots for the eyes. Like this, and you can actually use this on your face like this. Just dip it in the solution and use it on your face. Alright, so I'm going to continue to sit with my facial mask. Mine is already drying already, but then I decided that probably should show you guys what it looks like on my face. So I'm just chilling with mine for about 30 minutes or more, and then I'm going to rinse off. Alright, let's go. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video, if you like the ingredient that we used today, feel free to comment. What would you have substitute the tomato with? Comment. Now guys, I also have a show every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Let's Talk Skincare with Khichibeauty. It's an interactive show where we discuss products on the market, new invention, new technology, and everything that is going on in the skincare world. A wonderful half an hour to an hour live chat. You don't want to miss it. Every Friday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.